technical session on ideal tool room for EMS industry. And for this, may I please request Mr. Kannan R, AVP Tooling, Tata Electronics, to please join us.
Thanks for the patience you all maintaining throughout the day. As because we are sharing only 3% of the market share, I think they kept me in the last session. Is it so? Sorry. I'm kidding. Leave me. Okay. Anyhow, I'm happy to stand in front of some of the legends. Oh, Reddy is here. Raghav, just coming, I think. Thank you. Thank you so much. Really very happy to stand in front of you and share my views about the EMS industry's requirements. Whatever the observations we had in the last 2.5 years, by moving around in and around the country, by myself and Jim Walls, many tool rooms, commercial as well as the professional tool rooms, and we observed some of the things. I would say that actually there are some areas need to catch up and improve it. I don't say some gaps, okay? There are areas, actually, the chances are there, because in near future, the business potential is huge in EMS industry. Now, of course, 3%. In future, it will be double digit, hopefully. And prior to go to this presentation, I would say that there are some limitations and boundaries I have. So please bear with me. I cannot cross that. We have our own company's rules and regulations. I will cover only 2 things. I will not take much time. There is only technical, another one is the managerial portion. Technically, again, in depth, I will go about the injection molds only. EMS industries, of course, it covers all, even forging also. Some of you may surprise that actually forging, how come it comes into the picture? But it is. It may be a surprise for some of the guys. Press tools, of course, it's default. Jigs and fixers is default, but pressure die casting dies and forging also there. But it's another level, second level. People might have not even thought about it. It's unimaginable level of the textile process we need to do. And that too inline, after the sheet metal and plastic injection molding. Online, you have to do the process in the forging dies. It's tiny, but it's forging. The tonnage is very huge. It's very difficult to explain in detail, but I don't want to. Anyhow, the title is Ideal Tool Room for EMS Industry. What is the difference? Is there any tool room separately standing for only for making the molds? Ideal tool room? Nothing like that. Tool room is the tool room. But there's a thin line difference between other toolings and our EMS toolings. The requirements by the customer is very, very high, and which I can't even actually explain in words. The reason behind is surface value of, RE value of 0.004 micron, mu micron actually, nanomicron I could say, in machining. In machining, you have to achieve the surface finish, otherwise actually it's rejected. Take note of it. That's the reason actually ideal tool room for EMS industry, okay? This slide is nowhere related to my presentation, but still I would like to put it on this platform and emphasize to every one of the audience, unity in diversity, unique strength, the only one country that India has got it, I think so. So feel proud of it, okay, make use of it, encash it. You have to convert it into results. That's the point actually I put it over here. Other than that, I don't have anything in relationship with my title, my topic. Then, next one is someone has already mentioned about the young workforce, 25 to 40 years old, young workforce, which is available in India is huge. Yes, we need to convert into results, or else we are wasting their energy. Please, I can see some of the youngsters over here. You people need to play the major role, because I think we all are already in the tail end of the career, okay? So you guys need to take the load, the lead and drive it. Tooling family, as I already mentioned, left side started with the sheet metal, plastic mold, forging dies and die castings, machining and jigs and fixers, I said. So India's current tooling industry market is around 18,000 crores. I think Shanmu Sundaram can correct it if I'm wrong. If it is there, and 70% of the domestically manufactured and 30% is imported. The 30% really is painful number for me. Especially our chairman, Chandrasekhar, actually always insist for us to make the toolings everything in India. Indigenous tooling is very much important rather than just importing the toolings from any other countries. Don't we have such kind of capability? Or don't we have any training institutions here? What is not there in India? Everything is available. Someone is mentioned in the panel discussion just now. So we have to make it happen. Next, estimated the tooling market size is around 26,000 crores by 2025. So I wish 100% of the toolings are made in India. This is my wish. Hopefully it should happen. Okay. Yeah, again, this is nothing. Actually, it's just I would like to share what are the types of the injection moldings are available, but I will jump into the plastic injection. Now, I am going in detail. Please, some of you may feel bored, but I will make it simple and short. But at the end of the session, I have some interesting video for you guys to bring everyone's attention. I know very well how to bring the attention of yours. Okay. Parting line selection. What is the difference between the parting line selection? Everything is normal for anyone. Any tool makers, if you ask, yes, it's nothing common. But in our industry, the parting line area, the mismatch, allowable mismatch is 0. Take note of it. Allowable mismatch is only 0. And the additional plastic, the term what we use is flash, allowable is 0. No way, no bargaining, no negotiation. That's the reason actually I put it as parting line selection, okay? Then next one is the witness line mark. Texture surface finish at the side wall. What's the permitted degree inside wall? What deep it is? What's the grind size allowed? What's the degree? If it is 3 degree, what is it with the 5 degree? What can be achieved? Very, very important. How long it will be lasting? Again, the steel selection plays the major role on hardness. Okay? So these are the minute and very detailed items actually people need to take care of it. Please get equipped to fulfill these demands. If you are, then you are there to take up the next EMS industry's business. Feed system. Feed system evenly to fill the cavities. If it is, I think, ready is knows if it is 96 cavity mold. Okay, of course, nowadays the autonomous systems are coming to balance the filling, and you have all kind of softwares to define about the filling upfront. But even though this is one of the important area actually that being the designer, you need to take care of it. While designing the mold, one has to focus on this one very much, or else in EMS industry, our short size is only 0.2 gram. Many of the people are coming from automotive industry. Your runner weight itself around 8 gram or 10 grams. Whereas my short size itself only 0.2 gram, 0.2 gram. So what about the runner? Nothing. So directly to the part. 0.2 gram is my short size for 4 cavity, which means per cavity is only 0.05 gram. You can imagine, furthermore, I don't want to go in detail. Then venting, people actually, the venting really actually give lesser priority for these things. I want to just really insist on this. The land of the venting and the depth of the venting is very, very important. Do not keep it actually too far away, please. Take note of it. Automotive guys, I think still it can be done. Why? Because the resins, what you are injecting is not as close as peak. The peak, my melt temperature is around 400 degrees centigrade. And my mold temperature is around 200 plus degrees centigrade. Very fast, actually, the air vent will get choked off. Very frequently, you need to clean the air venting. So that's the reason actually I put up this venting. And next one is the adequate cooling. Of course, conformal cooling picture I didn't put it. Cooling, in our case, actually heating, not only cooling, heating. Heating also. Uniformly, you have to heat it, or else what will happen is the heat expansion factor will play in a major role in our toolings. And that too, just a small hint I can give you that ours is vertical molding and insert molding. Okay. The minimum wall thickness is 0.15 millimeter. 0.15 and glass fiber is around 55%. With the glass fiber of 55% and the wall thickness of 0.15 filling, how difficult it is, the molding guys will know very well. Right ejection, yes, of course, multiple ejection with the latches. I put it as very simple because I cannot put the picture over here. There are many in-depth details are available. I cannot share it, but it will create a very big impact on the product while ejecting it, or else it will jump. It will create a cosmetic effect on the product. That's the reason I put up actually this one. Then when you go for tool making, someone in the panel session talk about the steel selection. Yes, it plays a major role in steel selection, weld selection. If it is not, obviously some of the surface finish, the final finish, A1, if you want to achieve, which is nothing but 0.012 micron, very difficult. And our customer will measure within 1 square millimeter how many high points are there. 1 square millimeter, they will measure how many high points are there. Yeah, RA is nothing but this same thing. Okay, average roughness, right? Then fits and tolerance also in our case is very, very important. Why? Because at the mold size of 450 mm and the mold heating up to 200 degree, it will expand few mm. All these things based on the trial and error you need to calculate. Polishing I already told. After making such a kind of very beautiful mold, what is needed? Unless otherwise you have a fantastic parameters development process, like scientific molding, people are talking about it. Yes, starting from relative viscosity, and which is related to the injection speed and injection pressure. Okay, unless otherwise you derive it, your life is going to be miserable. Exactly. I mean it. I really mean it. Okay. It's better to put all your efforts in the earlier days rather than just after making and fine-tuning. Then by the time you will be losing the time. Jim Walsh today morning was mentioning about our lead time is only 3 weeks to 5 weeks. Is it possible to make a mold within 3 weeks? You need to make it, or else my competitor is ready to make it. So I should grab the business, right? So I have to make it. You are forced. This is the world, competitive world. Get ready for it. Cavity balancing, as I already mentioned, when my salt size is only 0.2 gram, what kind of balancing I can do? 2%? Out of 0.2 gram, what is the 2%? Nothing, meager. Okay? Gate freeze time, yes. You need to calculate on the upfront area, or else your runner system, everything has to be decided on the upfront area. After developing the process parameters, of course, you will come out of the window. Both extreme ends of the window, you need to prove it. The reason for is such a tiny component, just now I mentioned about it, we have around 25 FEI dimensions. Just you can think it of a rice. Every day you are eating a rice. That's the size of the product what I have. Rice size is my product size. In that I have 25 dimensions. 15 are SPC dimensions which are really CPK need to be proved for 1.33. This is what actually is important, operational qualification. If you prove it, both extreme ends of the windows, obviously the center point is, by default it will go. This is how we ensure the quality in our EMS industry. Yeah, this is the last video, last session, to bring your everyone's attention. Why? Because this is the soft skill or managerial skill, whatever you can call it. Why I put up this slide here is there should be a mentor, there should be a guide, a person, a leader who has to drive it, who has to lead them in the right direction by fixing the target upfront and motivate them, create the team building among the team members and clearly communicate to them about the goals, ways and means, explain it very clearly so as to achieve the goals is very easy for us. How to explain this? In words, I don't think so. That's the reason actually I put up this video. How many of you have seen Top Gun movie? Then actually your age, very well people will guess your age. My age is actually something. Top Gun one, first one is in the 1980s, right? How many of you have seen Top Gun Maverick? Yeah, exactly, few of them. So, okay, I'm not here to discuss about the movie. The message I take away from this clipping is very important. Forget about the movie, we don't want to hear to discuss about the movie. Just some of the messages after the clipping. 2.5 minutes, be patient, I will enjoy it.
Captain Mitchell is no longer your instructor. As of today, there
No
are
audio.
new mission parameters.
No audio.
Time to target is now 4 minutes. You'll be entering the valley level at reduced speed, not to exceed 420 knots.
Sir, won't we be giving their planes time to intercept?
Well, Lieutenant, you have a fighting chance against enemy aircraft. What are the odds of surviving a head-on collision with a mountain? You'll be attacking the target from a higher altitude, level with the north wall. It's going to be a little harder to keep your laser on target, but you will avoid the high G climb out.
We'll be sitting ducks for enemy missiles.
Who the hell is that?
Maverick to range control. Entering point Alpha. Confirm green range.
Maverick, range control. Green range is confirmed. I don't see an event scheduled for you, sir.
Well, I'm going anyway.
Nice.
Setting time to target, 2 minutes, 15 seconds.
2:15, that's impossible.
File attack point. Maverick's inbound. Two, one. Bombs away.
Bullseye! Holy shit!
Okay. The goal was defined very clearly. The mentor, he was the real mentor. He guided the team very well. If you look at the movie fully, you have some more things to do. Some more things to watch. You will get lots of messages from this. He has to be a role model for the team. Hand holding? Yes, sometimes yes. Sometimes yes. Okay? Only it's in the mentor's hand or the leader's hand to bring up this tooling industry to the next level. I am more eager to see this nation to grow. Thank you very much.